Hey, Hound, it's sideways. I hate when it does that. For some reason, I'm sideways. I don't know. It was right, but it went sideways. Yeah, I know, Jenny Love, I am sideways. That's there we go.
Hopefully that fixed it.
Thanks. So hey guys, Jenny Love and Joanne, good to see y'all. Good morning. Um, I got to keep this here so I can keep it on the chat. I messed around and broke my glasses, so that happens like every pair I get within a couple weeks. I break them, and I had a spare pair at work, and I was using them, and somehow or another I lost them, and I don't. I've searched everywhere up there for them, and I couldn't find them. So anyway, so I'm here. Just some general conversations. Y'all don't mind if I smoke, do you? Not like I care if you don't want to. Anyway. Um, so some general information. I know most of you saw the shorts from yesterday. Mr. Hound, Mr. Hound. I just haven't been thinking too clearly lately. Mr. Sir had a turn for the worse early yesterday morning, and and we still don't have a clear answer to what's going on, but we're doing everything we can for him. Um, he's right here by the door, the front door, so he's right here beside me. Um, yeah, we got him on a prescription diet. They gave us a couple cans. They gave him a whole bottle of pain medicine. They gave him a shot yesterday for pain that will last 3 days. So we're kind of on the start of the second day, and they did say that that will make him really lovey and want to love up on you and rub on you and purr a lot. And yeah, that's what he's doing. Right before I came out to do the live, um, he actually went in the litter box and took a really good pee. So as long as he's doing that, damn, these glasses are getting on my nerves. As long as he's doing that, we know that there's no blockages, and hopefully it's just um, the bacteria from the UTI. It does take about 2 weeks to clear that up. We are on the second week now, but he's eating really good, and so those are all good, positive things for Mr. Sir. Um, yeah, unfortunately, yesterday's vet visit took every single dime we had, so now we're broke, and I can't just eat willy nilly out of the grocery store anymore. I have to be really careful because I got a call from my doctor while I was at the, the spine doctor for my neck, and they told me that my cholesterol was dangerously high. And if I did not get that under control, then I was in danger of having a heart attack or a stroke. And I don't want either one of those because I can imagine that neither would be very much fun or enjoyable. And but I do have good sources of information. Jenny Love being one of them. I appreciate all the advice you gave me the other day when I talked to you about it. Um, hey, High Plains Camper. Good to see you. Um, so I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I'm working as hard as I can, but being in the shape that I am and the medicines now that I have to take, and I have to take a handful of stuff now, and it's ridiculous. And I just noticed that these two pot leaves are damn near right over my boobs. That's awesome. Um, I'm working as hard as I can. I had to miss a few days this week, so my paycheck coming up isn't going to be very good. I got to spend more money on stuff for Mr. Sir. I still got to make sure the other kitties are fed. I got to make sure that we're fed. And it's terrible and it's overwhelming. And I don't know what we're going to do, um, to be honest. Somebody had suggested to me this morning that we start a GoFundMe. Me and Hound don't want to start a GoFundMe because we've had to do that before, and we've had to rely on the generosity of other people, and we don't feel that it's fair to ask people to do that for us again. And and it's not like we can't keep our shit together. It's just like when things pound on me and Hound, it's relentless, and that's where we are. And I do have a full time job, but oh shit, I do have a full time job, and uh, the camera moved around. I do have a full time job, and and I'm doing the best I can, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. And do what you need to do to get that taken care of, bro. Well, I'm on the cholesterol medicine now. I've had to do that, and because of the significant injuries to my neck, which is now um absolutely saturated with arthritis too. So that's why a lot of times my neck hurts. Most of you don't know I hurt my neck. There's a couple possibilities of how I hurt my neck. One, I years back I was in a slight automobile accident and I did get whiplash. I have fallen a couple times, but I think the main culprit is when I fell out of that tree. So that was terrible. Yeah, and so yeah, that's where we are. Um, I know this though. I can't continue to do this much longer. It's exhausting. I go in and work 5 hours a night, 5 or 6 hours a night, and when I come home, I'm absolutely exhausted. And then I have to take all that medicine at night. Yeah. Um. So yeah. But anyway, so Mr. Sir is actually doing a lot better this morning. He's lovey dovey. Hasn't had any pain. He peed really good. We're really, really happy about that. Um, can y'all still see me? Um, is everybody still around? Um, so yeah, that's just the way it is, man. That's life, dude. And life sucks sometimes. But this stuff that's going on now is taking a lot out of me, and for that reason, um, we have decided to suspend any future paranormal investigations until about mid-May, and that decision is you know a couple different reasons. One, because April the 15th I got to have surgery, and I'm going to be down a little while with that, and yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that. That kind of scares me a little. This cholesterol thing kind of scares me a little. I need to quit smoking. Definitely quit smoking. And I just, like I was telling Hound, that I know I need to quit smoking, and that's in my best interest. But just at this point, with everything that's going on, I'm not quite ready. And if I try to quit smoking and I'm not quite ready, I'll just fail. So I got the patches and all. So I got some here. Um, So I'm gonna be trying that pretty soon. Just not today. And so anyway, and speaking of smoking and hey Betty, how are you? Good to see you. Now for the other health news, my primary care physician thought that it was prudent and that I go to the hospital to radiology. She wants me to get my right lung checked for lung cancer. And if I indeed have lung cancer, if I indeed have lung cancer, I don't know what I'm going to do. No. Oh my God. Wouldn't that just be the kick in the nuts, man, for real? And of course, if it turns out, and I'm not saying it will, I'm hoping that it won't, that that's not the case at all. And, but if it turns out that I have some type of a lung cancer or whatever, um, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that. I don't wanna, but that's definitely gonna change things. So yeah, that's a pretty scary thought about it. But you know, but at this at this point, I'm more focused on this surgery and Mister Sir and keeping food in here that I can eat that's not gonna kill me, and and keeping lights on. And yeah. Well, thank you guys for the prayers. I could use them. I sure could. Uh, yeah, so that's what's been going on here at the Wolf and Hound compound. It's kind of shitty. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Uh, I certainly don't want to get sick to the point to where I die from it. Um, I mean, I'm not scared to die. I know what's on the other side. I know there's something after this. Trust me, I'm a paranormal investigator. So I mean, I do know, and so dying doesn't scare me. Um, it's what I'm leaving behind that kind of gives me pause about the whole dying. And and we do have a friend in California. Most of y'all know who he is. His name is Ricardo, and he's getting people together to try to help us too. And I mean, when I feel like there's no other recourse, and like now, and it just seems like nothing I do is working out for the good. That makes the guy feel kind of low, and my self esteem is already like really low right now. And so I mean, y'all know how that is, I guess. Or some of you probably do. I appreciate that, Jenny Love. Um, I mean, we're doing what we could do. I never expected that Mr. Sir would have what went on yesterday morning, that we actually was in fear of his survival. And if he would have had a blockage, we wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. We would have had to put him down. And and I can't even think about that, man, because this dude's a big part of our lives, man. And he's definitely our buddy, man, and we love him tremendously. And the thought of losing him, it's absolutely terrible. I mean, that'd be like losing one of my own kids, man. And I mean, he's been with us since he was a tiny little kitty. And I remember when we brought him home in the car and how he's grown up and all the shenanigans he pulls. And I can't imagine, I know that there will come a day where we will lose them, and I know that. I knew that when we brought them here for their forever homes. I knew that we would love them as much as we possibly humanly could. But I also knew that there was that a time would come that we would lose them, and I'm just not ready for that time yet, man. And I'm not, and it's heartbreaking to think about, man. Because in reality, yes, I got family that loves me, and I got friends that love us, but nobody loves us like they do, and it doesn't matter what we've done or who we are or where we go. You know, nobody loves us as much as these animals do, and they depend on us for their very existence, and we depend on them in the same way. When you're having a bad day or you're tired or you don't feel good or something hurts, and one of them wants to give you love. I mean, there's nothing better than that in the whole world to me. And I just cannot imagine having to make that decision, man. I don't, and I know that that would destroy a part of me, you know. And I mean, natural causes is one thing, man, but being forced to make that decision, either you put your animal to sleep so they don't suffer, or you try to give them as much time as we can and they still suffer. I mean, it's shitty, man. And I've been emotional about the whole damn thing. And, you know, and Mrs. Her is sitting right here. Let me see if I can, just give me a second. No, let's see if I can put the camera down here so you guys can see. Now, let me know if you can see Mr. Sir. There he is. Can you see? Can y'all see Mr. Sir? Ah, Bubba. Ah, Bubba. Ugh. So I guess you guys could see him. Uh, you know, I mean, we're doing the best that we can here, and I mean, I'm not young like I used to be, man. I got some health problems, so you know, and it's been coming for a little while. And I gotta be honest, most of the health problems I got are probably my own fault for not eating healthy, for smoking all this long time. You know, um, so I can't blame that on anything other than on myself, and that's for sure. That's just the truth of it. And yeah, there he is. He's back. Yeah, bye bye. So yeah, um, but it's a beautiful day here in the Carolinas. The trees are budding out really fast. I think within the next 2 weeks, the trees will be almost fully leaved. And I think yesterday was the first day of spring. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Now back to Wolf and Hound. We are temporarily closing Wolf and Hound down. We're not shutting down. I will still put shorts on. We'll still do lives. I mean, hell, you know, I ain't got to do a whole lot to do static cam footage. So, like, we could go to the cemetery, do static cam footage there. I know me and Hound have discussed here very recently that we might go, if I feel up to doing it, we might go and just pre-record a couple investigations and go ahead and get them exported and uploaded and set to a certain premiere time. So after I have the surgery or stuff, man, that these videos will premiere during that. And also on Timber Rattlers too, we'll do the same thing. Uh, yeah, but it's kind of hard too to get out to shoot these hiking videos right now because even my doctor said it's probably not a good idea to be out on a trail right now anyway. And with gas climbing like it is, it's and I can't even hardly afford groceries in the house and other stuff now anyway. So it's hard to do that extra activity. You know, I was thinking about trying to get on one of those investigation video shots tomorrow night. Yeah, I got to work tomorrow night, Bubba. Uh, well, I'm glad you can too. Yeah, that is weird. YouTube is fucked most of the time. So yeah, and I can't even afford any weed either, and that sucks too. Because that always settles my nerves down, and I can't even afford any of that. I can't even really get the real smoke. I have to smoke THCA stuff, and I mean it's good. Depends on what you get, but I mean it ain't like real, real smoke. If you know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so that's what's in the works, man. I will tell you though, after I get out of the initial surgery, Hound is going to probably record, and so y'all will be able to see what my sorry ass looks like coming off of the anesthesia. And of course, they're gonna have to, I'm gonna be under, and they told me that the surgery depend on, could take an hour and a half to 2 hours. Uh, I'm definitely gonna be asleep, and of course you got to be asleep for that, I guess. And so it's going to be an interesting ride home. The good thing is I already know that I'm going to be coming home with a lot more prescriptions. And the good thing is my pharmacy already knows about it when they come in, and they're going to deliver it here. Oh, excuse me. That was for you, Stabiz. High Plains Camper. That was for you, buddy. Since you wasn't able to rip one the other night by the fire. Um, so yeah. So I mean, I don't really, I mean, we got a good game plan. I'm after the surgery, I'm gonna be down for definitely down for probably about a week. Um, Thank you, High Plains. I did that in your honor, my friend. And of course, we had this big backpack trip planned for April. We were gonna go out and try to be out for 2 nights. Of course, that's over. We're not gonna be able to do that now. There's just no sense in taking it. Not that I don't think anything would happen, because I don't. Um, Probably could go out there and have a great, wonderful time. Um, but I just at this point, I just don't think it's a good idea. So we're actually going to do the backpacking trip, but it'll probably be like in September, and that makes sure that I get everything taken care of. Now we might go shoot a camping video, and we'll have a campfire, and we'll do a montage to campfire reflections from High Plains Camper and honor him and his YouTube channel and his his amazing growth on that channel, and that could come equipped with lots of farts. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it probably was one of them egg white fart sound. You're right. I know, man. That sucked, and I thought it was funny that your kid kept slapping you and trying to squeeze one out because you couldn't. That was pretty funny. And yeah, I like going. I like being on your live the other night. It was a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, man, that's what's going on. And yeah, yeah, and I still have all this medicine floating around in my system, so it makes me a little lightheaded sometimes, and I zone out more than usual. Um, but yeah, I mean, these my neck doctor's got me taking two different muscle relaxers at the same time at night, and that first night was a doozy. I'm kind of getting used to them, but but when I get woke up early like I did yesterday morning to deal with Mr. Sir's health stuff. So yes, it is a beautiful day here in the Carolinas. I'm off today, thank God, because I just, to be honest with you, man, the way I was feeling at work yesterday, I just don't, I just don't know if I could pull off another day, man. To be honest, and I'm trying. Well, I know I haven't seen you around, Betty. I hope everything is going good for you. Um, so I don't know what's going to happen. And it's hard too, when you survive by eating this regular crap you get from the grocery store, but now I have to have all this stuff that's zero sodium and no trans fats and no. I mean, I can eat red meat once in a while, but no more fried stuff. Jesus Christ, these glasses are pissing me off. Um, yeah, healthy stuff is expensive, and like I said, I talked about it with Jenny Love, and she gave me a lot of great examples of stuff that I could have and I couldn't have, and like I love chocolate. That's like one of my favorite things. I love it. I love my Hershey bars, but I cannot eat regular milk chocolate anymore, and that sucks. That sucks bad. But on the same note, I can eat dark chocolate, and I like dark chocolate too, so that's good. And but only in moderation, And yeah, I don't know if I could eat sugar free stuff. And I was told it's probably not a good idea to put sugar in my coffee, but man, all this alternative sugar just sucks ass. And you know, yeah, you should plant a little garden in your yard. You could video out. Actually, I have plans on doing a flower garden in High Plains Camper. I've been wanting a flower garden for a long time, and and so I want to do that. I already got a place here in the front picked out. I already got one rose bush out here in the front yard. My next door neighbor told me I could have one of their rose bushes. It's just, right now, man, I can't afford the stuff to do the flower garden with. So I have to put that off the side. And that makes me kind of sad because I've been looking forward to it all winter long. I was like, when spring rolls around, I'm going to have a flower garden. We're going to have red and black mulch in it for wolf and hound colors. And it just, like, I don't know, man. I guess some things are a little more important uh, at the moment than that flower garden, which Yeah, flower garden was pretty important to me because it was something I wanted to be able to look back and be like, you know what, I did that, and that looks awesome. Yeah. Hey, David, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, healthy stuff is real expensive, and like the other night, man, I bought some turkey sausage, some turkey bacon, egg whites. Somebody told me that green tea is really, really, really good for you. I think that's something else Jenny Love told me about, and so I got some green tea. I forgot my green tea when I went to work yesterday, so I bought an orange Powerade. I don't know how good that is for you, but it tasted pretty good, and I was thirsty. Yeah, so these are the things that are going on in my life, and it really sucks, you know. And but I think you guys have heard me say it before, in the past that I felt like, my oh, hold on, go in. Let's make sure the camera don't blow over. But I think you've heard me say it that I felt like my health was slipping, and who knew? As I turned out, I was right. It is, and oh, I hear the popo. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but somebody might be in trouble. Yeah, I've been drinking. Well, I used to grow those flowers too. That's on my shirt. High Plains Camper. I actually went all the way to Colorado to learn how to do that. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? And not get myself shot. That's what I would do if they came for me. But anyway, yeah. So I've been drinking green tea. It's the citrus. It's got the orange in it. It tastes really good. And I like green tea. I used to drink green tea, but green tea has a lot of benefits that I probably need right now. So, and yeah. So anyway, man, I didn't mean to get on here and bore y'all with my problems, and it just kind of sucks because I feel like I'm alone, and and that I'm alone with it, and that is how I feel most of the time, and I've been pretty depressed about the whole damn shit lately too, and I guess that just comes with it, you know, and because I was once a mighty wolf, and now I feel like too little butter spread over too much bread, man, and and I like my job, man, but I'm starting to see that it's starting to overwhelm me, and I don't even know what to do, man, and you know. And those guys has got a business to run. They can't be worried about somebody's health issues, and you know what happens if you can't perform your task, and then you usually, get bounced out. And I had to change my diet a lot. I can't have ice cream or chocolate anymore. I can't use sweeteners like Silva, so the only thing I put sugar in is in my coffee. Yeah. Well, David, I have found that honey is a great substitute for sugar. Honey is a natural sweetener, and of course, honey honey is really beneficial for your body for a lot of many things. And so I have honey here, and I do put honey in my coffee, and I have backed off on the amount of sugar that I use. I was also told that I can't use any more of the coffee creamers, the flavored coffee creamers, because that's full of crap that's bad for me. and I just have not found a. Now I know I could use zero sugar coffee creamer, and a couple times I've gotten it, just grabbing it, not looking at it until I got home, and like, oh shit, that's zero sugar coffee creamer, but it's already here, and I use it, and it turned out it's not that bad. Yeah, I love honey too, and honey's really good for you. Of course, I quit eating white bread altogether, so I'm eating 100% grain. I think that's what it is that I'm eating that, and I actually like whole grain bread and stuff, man. So I always have. I've always liked it, and so that's no big thing. And and if I could find like pre-grilled chicken patties and stuff, because I can eat chicken's good for you too, and so is fish as long as it ain't fried. And of course, hey, what's up, Wild World? Did you finally wrap up your live from the cemetery? I was on his live earlier this morning, and he was filming live from the cemetery, and it was snowing, and it was kind of cool and peaceful looking. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. And I had did, and well, I showed up last night too, didn't I? The one you was doing last night, and I had just missed High Plains Camper, just missed him. He left right before I got on, and because I had to work last night, and looks nice where you are. I'm jelly. Oh yeah, it's like 70 degrees out here. There's a slight breeze blowing. It's warm. Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in the Carolinas. That's for sure. And I'm hoping that he does another live. Hey, High Plains, are you planning on doing another live anytime soon? I've been trying to smoke this damn cigarette almost the whole time I've been out here. So, yeah. Anyway, so hey, Karen, where have you been? We've been missing you, and I was just asking how, and I wonder where Karen's been. I hope she's all right. Of course, we haven't shot. The last paranormal video I shot was like almost over 2 weeks ago, and it's not doing very good in views, but I don't really care. It's only got like 180 some views, and which I guess is good for as lame as that video was. Where the one I was solo in the graveyard and stuff. I mean, I do it because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy spending time with the spirits. But sometimes, let's just be honest. Sometimes the video can be a little lame. Um, yeah, that happens. Hell, the other day I was in the middle of making a doctor's appointment for my surgery to get my surgery scheduled, and all of a sudden our lights went out, and I thought, the power went out. My next door neighbor, he keeps the outside light on all day and all night, and I just happened to look out and seen it on. I was like, holy fuck, yeah, I forgot to go pay that remaining balance. And because with all the stuff that's been going on this week, health wise and stuff, I forgot to go pay that, and so they shut my power off. And yeah, I heard about them tornadoes, and that was in Illinois. Yeah, I follow that type of stuff on a regular. I might be a ghost hunter, but there's still a part of me deep inside that's a storm chaser, so I follow, weather related stuff. But so anyway, man, I had to go up there and pay $200 to get my lights turned back on, and then other bills that came up that we had to pay this week, and then I wasn't counting on this happening to Mr. Sir, and his regular vet are closed on Saturday, so I had no choice. I had to take him to the animal hospital, where the big animal hospital here in town, because everybody else was closed. And we got a few vets that were open, but they were booked up. Nobody would see him and stuff, so we had to take him there, and that cost us a whole hell of a lot of money. And there were stuff they was wanting to do to him that we couldn't let them do because we didn't have the money to cover it. So yeah. Oh, I'm sure he was scared. Me and Howland was in a pretty nasty tornado, and but we got lucky on that one because it decided to show mercy. But I remember seeing it come right at us. I'm standing right out there looking at it as it's coming, and that's a whole long different story I'll get into at some other point. But yeah, I just think if things keep getting like this, I don't know what we're gonna do. Because if I don't eat healthy, then I'm at risk of heart attack or stroke. And if I can't, afford to buy the stuff to eat healthy, I'm still at a disadvantage with a heart attack or stroke. And I don't want either one of those. And I mean, the medication I'm taking for the high cholesterol, I'm hoping will work. And I'm hoping that changing some of my diet around will work and being more conscious of and not eating as much fried stuff as because y'all understand, man. I worked for Golden Corral for a long while, and every day I worked, man, everything I ate was fried. I ate chicken every day, and you don't think about that type of thing until it's too late. And yeah, Mister Sir seems to be okay. They gave him a shot yesterday, a pain shot, and so he's kind of loopy, but he hasn't left my side this whole since I've been out here. He's right here by the door, um, looking at me and watching, making sure I don't go nowhere. Oh, so yeah, I'm not on Lipitor. I don't know what the name of the medication is. I have to take it at night. I have to take the antibiotic, which is really strong and sometimes causes me not to feel very good. And I have to take two different muscle relaxers and cholesterol pill, and then I have to take the antibiotic again because I have a wicked bad infection in my jawbone, and it's up under my eye and in my sinus cavity. And they were really worried about that too because they said if it turns septic and gets into my blood, it could kill me. And hi, Papas. Hi, Papas. Bubba. He's banging on the door. Yeah, that's David. That's where I'm at, man. I mean, Hound's still, frying the egg whites in a pan. Like I ain't gonna lie, this morning and I had him put a couple eggs in it, but that yellow egg yolk, they said is really bad, and I should, probably not do any of that fry stuff. And I mean, what can I do? I can only do what I can do, man. It's like I swear to God, it's like I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And you gotta, and it's I know some of you probably understand what I mean by that, and then some of you probably don't quite understand. But I don't know, man. And I know some people might see this and think, "Wolf, you lazy son of a bitch, go get a job." Well, I got a job, but I also got bills that has to get paid. And I also have an animal that has to be taken care of, and I have animals that has to be fed, and I have bills that have to be paid, and now I have all this other stuff that has to be done, and every bit of it costs money, and you know, and I do have a job. I work in a deli, and as ironic as it is, you guys are gonna laugh, but as ironic as it is, as ironic as it is, I do all the cooking there on my shift, and most of it's fried. Now, I did find out that I can eat rotisserie chicken, and which is good because I like rotisserie chicken, and there's lots of different things you can do with that rotisserie chicken, and I just can't eat the skin of it. Which come on, man, the skin's pretty good stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And things are going up. Gas is going up. My insurance went. I've never even been in a vehicle accident where I was driving in any of my vehicles. Don't have an absolute clean driving record, 0 points on my license, but yet my insurance went up. And so now that's an extra $30 a month that I got to pay. And it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And, I mean, but we keep, we keep doing what we're doing here. And, and, yeah. So I guess I just about covered everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I own my own place, and my name's on the title, but I still owe the money I borrowed to buy it. You know what I mean? And so that has to get paid. And the money that we had to use on Mister Sir was that payment. And I don't know, man. And I don't know, man. It just, like I said, it gets overwhelming, man, when you sit down and think about it. When you say all that shit out loud, like I just have done, man, it's overwhelming, dude. And and I mean, I don't drink, so I don't have a bill to an alcohol beverage bill, but so thank God for that. And I don't do drugs, so I'm not wasting money on that nonsense. I mean, I smoke weed, but I don't think weed's a drug, man. To me, weed's necessary. Is a necessary thing for my life. It's been a part of my life for a long time. I've never gotten in trouble. I mean, I've had a couple paraphernalia tickets where I, had some rolling papers, whatnot, but nothing to write home about. Yeah, you're right. Life is hard, and right now, I have to honestly say, right now, my life is as hard as it's ever been. And for the first time in my life, I am actually afraid. I'm afraid of what's going to happen and or what ain't going to happen. I don't know, man. I mean, I could probably go to try to get food stamps to help, make sure that I have the healthy stuff I need in here. I mean, let's say I could do that, but I have a job, so they're not going to give them to me, and it's just, you know, and that's even, and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do if it turns out that I got something wrong with my lung, man. I mean, how the hell are you supposed to? I know people deal with that every day and all day, but that's them. That's not me, and I don't know how the hell I would even process that. Um, like, if you do have lung cancer, what's your survival rate? Is there like stuff they can do? Can you get rid of it? Is it to a certain stage to where there's nothing you can do? And I can almost promise you that if, and I'm praying that it's not, and I hope it ain't, but you always have to look at both sides. You hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. And if it turns out that it's the worst case scenario or whatever, I'm not sure I'll do anything about it, to be honest with you. And I'm not gonna put myself through any type of letting them put poison in me if the result's going to be the same. I mean, why would you do that? Yeah, I'm not going to do that because that just tears up your quality of life. What you would have left anyway. So I don't know. Uh, I mean, it's just thoughts. Like I said, man, you always have to plan for everything, and that's true. And like I said, I ain't scared of dying. I'm scared of what's being left behind after I'm gone. And was I the kind of man that somebody's gonna remember, or I just become another name that's forgotten, and you know, and so yeah, you think about them things, you know. Uh, and I understand in no way am I sitting here saying, "Oh my God, I'm gonna die," because I don't know, and I won't know anything until they get the results back, and my doctor gets back in contact with me about it, and that sure would suck because I have some big plans. Like I want to make some plans with High Plains Camper. I would love for them to come out here and experience the Carolinas and experience camping out here, and me and Hound want to go to California to go visit our buddy Ricardo because he wants to show us the mountains and he wants to take us so I can see the Pacific Ocean because that is one of my dreams, man, is to go and see the Pacific Ocean. I want to see it, and I want to see California, and and I want to see Los Angeles, and I know what a lot of people think about California, but I still want to see it. Why should why should I rob myself of something that I want to do? And so I'm just I ain't trying to do all that. This is very true. HOC and more are hitting levels where just basic prosperity. Oh, I know it. I know it. And the rich keep getting richer, and the poor keep getting poorer, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And that has gone on in this country for far too damn long. And then we have all these rich bastards telling us how we should live, and it's absolutely insane. And yeah, it sucks. And I thought maybe Joshua Cole would pop in, but I ain't seen him. And or Florida or AC Brown or any of those people. But yeah, man, the cost of living is ridiculous, and with gas, the gas prices are climbing, and I mean, there's places here in North Carolina that I passed by yesterday that's almost $4, man, a gallon. That's absolutely ridiculous. And and once again, I won't speak on political stuff, and I don't really know. I really, I really don't know how to feel. I really don't know how to feel. I really don't know how to feel about this whole mess with Iran. A part of me thinks that they absolutely deserve it. And but that's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish we didn't have to have no wars. I wish we didn't have to have no wars. And yeah, it's crazy, man. People's dying, and oh yeah, they're all on the same agenda, man. You know what I'm saying? And and there was a time in my life when I was high on that Trump train, and then I just can't support treating people that way, man. And And I understand, some people say, oh, illegal aliens, illegal aliens. Well, yeah, but you got to think your forefathers, unless you were Native American to this country, then nobody has the right to say a damn thing about somebody from another country coming here because that's where a lot of our ancestors come from other countries to come to the United States. And you can say what you want about Hispanic people, but they are hardworking people. They do build this country. They do, and and honest, man. They work in the factories and they work in the fields, doing jobs that most Americans wouldn't do anyway. And so yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm getting off on a tangent, but that whole thing just pisses me off, man, because I don't like. I can't. I don't like the way people are being treated. There's a way to go about it, and then there's the way that's being done now to people. And when you, at least if you get arrested and you go to jail, at least your family members know where you are. They can come to see you. They can check on you, make sure you're doing good. And you'll have your day in court. And then whatever the outcome of that is. But just to strip somebody away from their loved ones, man, and telling them that you don't, and you have absolutely no idea where they are or where they've been taken, and you don't hear from them. That's wrong, man. I'm sorry, that's wrong. And there ain't no way another living person will ever tell me that that's right. It's wrong. It is. It is wrong, and you know, and so I've had to rethink a lot of ways that I was thinking on things. And hey, Flora, I just mentioned you. Oh, something happened. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. And then I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in this world, but it's awful shitty. And I got to be honest with you, almost every single Hispanic person I have ever met and had any type of dealings with has always treated me fairly and with kindness. And that goes a long way with me. It's the same way with black folks, man. I you know I don't want to say I have a lot of black friends because I know that's, well, you just say that, but the fact of the matter is I do have black friends, and I do love them, and I do care about them, and I do care what happens to them and their families. And I do have Hispanic friends, and I do care about what happens to them and their families. And I do have white friends, and I do care about what happens to them and their families. And like the cigarette store that we go to, the guy that runs the cigarette store, he's a Muslim guy, and we've had conversations. Me and Hounds had conversations with him about religion and stuff, and not one time has that man ever tried to convert me or tell me my line of thinking was wrong. And I can appreciate that. And for our part, he is our friend, and we do consider him our friend. So I don't know, man. It's the way it is, man. But, I'm really concerned about me and Hound's future. That's for sure. And if things don't turn around, it probably not going to matter much longer anyway. So, and that's the fact. Yeah, 9/11. I don't. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on 9/11 other than that pissed me off and the loss of life, and but I don't know, man. I know I saw them towers come down like everybody else did, and I know I probably wasn't the only one that felt the way I felt about it. But but we got a whole group of young adults now that has no idea about that other than what they've been taught. That's just like me and my generation. We have no idea about Pearl Harbor or World War II or World War One because that happened before we were born. And so we just learn about it, hear about it, talk to the few remaining people that survived it, and it just becomes dust of history, man. And it's or hey, dude, hey, you do you, and it don't affect me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Michigander man, what's going on, buddy? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh wait, I read that wrong, man. Oh shit, I'm glad I read it wrong too, Michigander man, because I thought that said your mom was in hospice, and I was like, damn. But my mom is Hispanic and my dad is German, so my family is melting pot. Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, we're all melting pots, man. We all have a little bit of something in us, and I don't know, man. What's wrong with this now? What's wrong with this damn world and these politicians, man? And they don't want, and and if we're kept under thumb, that's how I feel about the government. I felt that way about the Democrats when they were in office. I feel that way now, and they all do it to the American people. It's just the majority of the American people hasn't woke up and realized it yet that neither one of those parties give two fucks about the American citizen. They don't. And as long as they can keep us under their thumb, then they have a smidgen of control over the population of people here. And and both parties are guilty of dividing the American people because they know damn well that that's better what they best do. Because if the American people ever set their differences aside, there would be some big changes in this fucking country. I promise you that. If we could ever set our differences aside and come together as a collective group, we could change the way things are. We could. And I believe that. I believe that with my whole heart. And so, and, well, fuck, I rambled on for far too long. Um, so I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I don't know where this is gonna lead. Uh, I don't, and I'm hoping for a great outcome. I know I gotta do things one at a time, man. And I just gotta stay on this medicine. Maybe that medicine will help that cholesterol stuff. And I gotta get through this surgery, and I gotta heal from that. And I'm really well. There's a part of me that's looking forward to it because it causes me a lot of pain and suffering and sleepless nights, and you know, and so I'm looking forward to that, but I'm not looking forward to what comes after that, directly after that. And so I'm sure those first 3 or 4 days is probably gonna be some bullshit, but it's a necessary thing. If I didn't think it was necessary at all, I would be like, fuck that, hell no. But yeah, it's necessary, and it. Oh, I will, man. We're just trying not to starve to death or get our lights shut off or lose any of our animals in the process, man. And I mean, I'm working as much as I can to my limit, man. And I can't do no more than that, man. I can't push myself any more than what I'm doing now, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. And Wolf, you should try. Is a supplement that's for digestion and cholesterol, increases the bile in your body. Yeah, that's why I'm. Well, I mean, I'm on a prescribed medication now. I don't really know what the name of it is. I'd have to look at it, but I'm on a prescribed medication now for the cholesterol. So, it's just like anything else. It's got to take time to get in there and do stuff. But I can also help myself. Like I can eat a lot of fiber. There's foods that are considered cholesterol busters. Uh, your the fiber soaks up in your stomach. It soaks up the food and stuff that's the cholesterol before it gets into your bloodstream. And then, of course, you know what happens to it after that. You poop it out, and so that's good. So, I'm eating Cheerios. I'm eating whole grain bread, which I like, and so I like whole grain bread. And even if I didn't, that was tough shit. I'd have to eat it anyway. And these are a lot of things that Jenny Love told me about, and I'm really grateful for her because me and her had a long conversation about this the day I found out about my cholesterol and stuff, and because I know that she knows what she's talking about after what she had to deal with when John had his heart attack and stuff. So I got to be honest, there's not a whole lot of people walking around in this world that I fully trust, but Jenny Love is one of the people that I do. And as she says it, I believe it. And, and that's just, yeah. But yeah, I can't eat any seeds, any nuts, anything right now at all, and probably not for the foreseeable future. Uh, yeah, starting tomorrow, I'll be biking to work for my health and exercise and to save gas. I lost a ton of weight and I'm trying to get down to 200 pounds. Yeah, I weigh about 211 when I was at the doctor's the other day, and so I could probably stand to lose a little weight. And now that it's spring, and that's what I was thinking. Now that it's spring, I can get out more, and I just right now I can't. And if if I have too much, I have a rare medical condition. So if I have too much, get on my look like on my leg. Oh yeah, see that would suck. Yeah, and chocolate, and I love chocolate ice cream too, man. And I love chocolate ice cream sandwiches. I can't eat them no more, and that sucks because we got the most wonderful ice cream shop right up here in town, right across the little street from the gazebo where we go film trains. And now I can't, I can't even do that anymore. That sucks. And but I absolutely refuse to give up my coffee. I refuse to do it. I won't do it. I don't care. I will not give up my coffee. So yeah, but that sucks balls, dude. Fish, yeah, fish and chicken. Yeah, see, that's been my problem. Fish and chicken's been probably some of the problem with why my cholesterol's so high. Is that unfortunately it was all fried, and so I can't eat that fried stuff no more. And but what I can eat is baked chicken, grilled chicken. Um, I like baked fish. Some people don't like it. I like baked fish if it's prepared right. Baked fish is actually really good. Oh man, but a nice golden fried piece of flounder on some bread with some mayonnaise and cheese. Ooh, man, that's good eating. But yeah, and so that's a thing of the past, man. And and the worst part about it is no more sausage. And I love the hell out of sausage. Sausage biscuits are probably one of my favorite foods on earth. And I can't have that anymore, and that just sucks. But what I can have is turkey sausage. But what we just found out is as it turns out, turkey sausage probably ain't that good for you either. So I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to eat some of that tofu sausage or something. I don't know, tofu or become a vegetarian or something, man. I don't know. Yeah, apparently turkey sausage has, and so does turkey bacon, and So I thought I was on the right track with that, and then I found that out, and I was like, damn, I just spent all that money on that shit, and it turns out that ain't good either. When it said it was good for you, it's bullshit. Yeah, I like biscuits and gravy too, but yeah, but gravy's full of saturated fat, and yeah, so that's a thing of the past, man, for me. What do you mean? What do you mean, Verona? Beyond Meat stuff. I don't know if I like tofu. I can honestly say I don't believe I've ever had it, and I mean it could turn out that I like it. You know, I bake, boil, microwave, or steam almost everything. Turkey, sausage, and bacon has some nasty chemicals in it. Yeah, I know it, man. It just seems like even my alternatives are out to get me, man. And it's useless, dude. Useless. But it ain't gonna matter if I can't afford the food anyway. Then I'm forced to eat all this stuff that will probably end up killing me. Because they got it to where I swear to God, man, I swear it just seems like it's a planned thing. If you go in the grocery store, almost every single thing that's sold in a grocery store is designed to kill your ass. Think about it. Read some of the directions. And I had a guy tell me the other night at work, he said, that's why when I come to the grocery store, he said, I never buy anything from the aisles. Everything I get is always what's outside of the aisles, around the store. And I thought, man, it doesn't make much sense to me, but yeah, black beans, pinto beans, all those are considered cholesterol busters, and they soak the cholesterol up before it gets in your bloodstream like a sponge. Hey, Rain, how are you? And so I know this, man. I don't. Yeah, the fake meat. Yeah, I don't want no. If I. Yeah, I don't want no fake meat, man. I mean, I don't know what fake meat is, but I don't want that. But maybe I could try something like a veggie burger. Somebody told me those. Is that what you're talking about? Um, Verona, something like a veggie burger? Because somebody told me veggie burgers aren't that bad. They're actually really good, and they're good for you. And I mean, I don't know. I'm still learning all this stuff, and I hope I'm not physically running out of time. And I've been feeling that way. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Lately I've been feeling like I'm running out of time, and I don't know, man. The Beyond Meat stuff is not good for you, but the I can't see exactly what you said, Florona, because of that stupid heart on the screen. The veggie burgers are great. Oh man, yeah. Then I'm gonna try them. Cause I like my hamburgers now. Come on, and if I have to eat a veggie burger, what if Mr. Vanderman said vegan burgers are great for you? You can get them at Burger King. I like Burger King, and I know didn't Burger King, didn't they have like the, what was it called, the Impossible Whopper or something that was made out of veggie burger? Oh, well, yeah, man. Depression is hard, and I find that I'm becoming more and more depressed too. Um, and I know why, but I don't know why at the same time. And I'm not sleeping, and that's taking a toll on my health too. And Uh, I learned how to bake burgers from an Italian family, and there's a place up my way that makes steamed burgers. I'm not sure what a steamed burger is, but if it's red meat, I probably can't have it. Burger King vegan burgers aren't aren't not good for you. The protein is extremely low. Are, for Lorna, are you trying to say that the veggie burgers from Burger King are not good for you, or they are good for you? Aren't good for you. See, there we go. Another dead end. Another alternative shot down. That ain't good for you. I mean, what the hell? And they make the stuff that's healthy for you and good for you so expensive you can. Look, I stopped at the grocery store last night and I was looking for grilled chicken that's already grilled. I could just like put them on some wheat bread, and I found them. They come two in a pack, and they were almost $8 and something. Like, who in the hell in their right mind? Ah, so veggie burgers suck. What about the veggie burgers that might be made up at the? I don't even know if they sell them in the grocery stores, but if they do, for honor, are those good for you? No, they told me the yolk in eggs aren't good for you. That's full of cholesterol. And I like eggs too. I do like it. When I was a kid, I couldn't stand no damn egg, but I do like eggs. She said that's not true about eggs, so I can continue to eat my eggs with the yellow yolk and all because man, I love some eggs now. It's just don't nobody around here want me to eat no boiled egg. That's for sure, cause there's consequences for me eating boiled eggs. Yeah, yeah. The cholesterol in egg is good for you. Yeah, but see, the problem is my cholesterol's too high, dangerously high, and so I don't need to be adding to that. And so that's why I'm asking. So right now, man, like this morning, I did eat some regular egg, but normally for like the past several days, I've just been eating egg whites. The yellow, yeah, that's where the cholesterol is in the yellow yolk, because we already looked all that up. It's healthy cholesterol. Like, I know you have to have a certain amount of cholesterol in your body. I understand that, but you know, and they say smoking cigarettes is a big contributor of cholesterol too. And I didn't even know that till the other day. And yeah, so anyhow. Oh yeah, Michigander man, I'm really confused now, and that just adds to my depression because it's like I feel like I'm running out of options of stuff, and I can't just live on vegetables alone. Yeah, it is hard to quit, especially if you've been smoking as long as I have. Yeah. Well, I wish my body would take a break and go sit the hell down somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. So anyway, that's where we are. We're broke, we're busted, we're destitute, and I don't really know where to go from here. Um, we're just trying to take it one day at a time, you know. And even when I get paid on Thursday, man, my check ain't gonna be worth a shit. Cause guess what? I gotta go pay more light bill. It's just ridiculous. I don't even know what to do. Mr. Sir, what you do, babies? If I want a steak sandwich, an egg sandwich, I stick eggs in the microwave instead. And you know, David, somebody told me, man, that you could, make up some eggs and stick them in the oven too. And so therefore your eggs aren't fried and you don't have to use any oil. And you could get a spray that you spray in your pan that's actually pretty good for you. Well, I'm glad you are fond. So I don't know, man. You ever wonder why animals don't have heart attacks and have damn high cholesterol and shit? As wild animals is because they don't fry their shit. Yep. Coconut oil contains the same ingredient. Breast milk. I ain't eating no damn breast milk for now. Come on now. That's a little ridiculous. I may have liked it when I was a baby, but you know, I mean, I still like the packages, but I just don't like the product, man. Eggs help me poop. Me too, man. Me too, Plains. I ain't allowed to eat deviled eggs around here at all. Cause boy, let me get about 3 or 4 deviled eggs in me, man, and it's like the Butthole Symphony Orchestra around here. And yeah, yeah, but I was told to stay away from red meat for a while, and so I know you got to eat a certain amount of red meat, for the iron and stuff, and a certain amount of it's good for you. And I don't overly eat a lot of red meat, man, but I do like my hamburgers. And, but, I like grilled chicken sandwiches. So if I had to live on grilled chicken sandwiches for a while, I could be all right with that. But I mean, I don't even have a grill here, dude. And, I mean, if I had a grill, I could grill my own chicken breast and make my own grilled chicken and just stick some of them in the microwave. It's just it all boils back down to what you can do financially, and right now I can't do nothing financially, to be honest with you, man. And I don't know what we're gonna do. Can't go to the state and ask for help because they don't want to help you. Yeah, you're right about that. You got to understand too, like I said, man, everything that's in that grocery store that you go buy, man, is if you read the ingredients, man, it's like I swear to God, it's like it's designed to kill you. And they put shit in food, man, that causes cancer and everything else. And I don't understand in this country how these corporations are getting away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yet they won't. They're more worried about deporting some poor fucking Mexican family instead of holding these corporations accountable that's hijacked the American citizens and producing food that's knowingly killing people and making people sick. It's just I don't understand that shit at all. But yeah, I mean hell, I would build a little fire here and cook over open fire, but we ain't allowed to have fires here. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's some bullshit, that's for sure. Well, I guess I've rambled on for far too damn long already, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. I just wanted to let you guys know what was, you know, stirring in the wind and what's going on around here, and I wanted to give y'all an update about Mr. Sir, and he seems to be doing a lot better than he was yesterday. And yeah, and I'm pretty thirsty, so I think I'm ready for a drink of my green tea. And so I just want to appreciate you guys listening to me. And I mean, it might come to a point to where I have to do another GoFundMe. I'm trying really hard to not do that. I don't want to do that at all. And so if I do it, it's just out of pure desperation. That's for damn sure. And I never. It's like any time I've had to do it before, I don't expect anybody to do anything. So, hey, Adrian. So I guess with that being said, I will catch you guys later. I don't know, maybe sometime this week we might go do a live from the cemetery. We can take us some chairs and go out. Would y'all like to see us do that? Me and Hound do that. Just go out to where Mr. Earl is and just set up a live and do a live out there and um, from the above ground crypts. Maybe set up some cat balls or something and see what pops off. I don't know. Would y'all be interested in something like that? Oh, but if I'm able to, um, if I'm able to, the day that I have my surgery, um, of course, my surgery's at 8 o'clock in the morning, and so I'll probably be back home by I don't know, probably 11, 12 o'clock. I'll probably sleep a good bit of the day, but if I'm able, you guys want us to do a live, I'm not going to be able to talk very much because, yeah, and because what I've been told is I'm probably going to have anywhere from 32 to about 38 stitches altogether. And that's going to suck balls. And so I probably won't be able to talk very much, but, you know, I can nod and doze off because I'm probably going to be high as fuck on pain meds. But yeah, man, we can do that live then. But yeah, probably maybe Tuesday night. Tuesday night, we'll go do that live from the cemetery. Because we can set up our lighting system and do all that. And I think that'd be pretty cool. We can just do a live. I don't know. I'll let y'all know what we decide to do. All right. Well, thank you, uh, for on a. Oh yeah, you can contact Hound, see how we're doing. I got a little less than a month to go before I have the surgery. So I don't know what today's date is. I imagine it might be the 20th. Not real sure. But the surgery's April 15th. So it's coming pretty fast. And so, yeah, I'll let you know. And I guess we'll catch y'all later. I want to thank everybody for coming and just hearing what I had to say. As always, appreciate your support and your friendship. And I guess we'll see you guys later. Hope y'all have a great day.